Hello Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your mid-May Oracle and Tarot reading for the full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius happening May 26th. If you are new to my channel, my name is Tessa. I do Oracle and Tarot readings, general readings for mid-month, and these themes can range in scope. They could just be general readings that are spiritual guidance. I focus mostly on spiritual guidance, which just allows you to get to know yourself better and the energies that are within you and that are happening within you. If you are interested in learning a little bit more about your astrological side and about how astrology works, my monthly readings are readings based off of your rising sign. So you would want to check your rising. And they're a little bit more focused on astrology. I use the zodiac, I use the natal chart wheel for that month, for that day when I do them. And we just kind of pinpoint a very specific energy that is going on in your life that we can get some insight from and see what messages are coming up. So definitely check that out. If you want to see what that's all about, you can watch my May 2021 video. But these mid-month readings are, every month they are about something different, and they can definitely range in scope, but all of my videos here on this channel are pretty much, for the most part, focused on tarot and oracle readings, okay? So even when I do get into astrology, I'm still using oracle and tarot. I do have another series called Get to Know Me Through Astrology, where every month for every zodiac season, I talk about one house in my natal chart. And you can kind of just see how I analyze and interpret my own natal chart. And you get to hear some stories in the process. And this just kind of allows you guys to get to know me a little bit better, a little bit deeper, because it is my mission with my channel. I'm about to reach 1 year with this channel, and it's a very, very steady growth and very steady process and progress, and I'm like more than okay with that. I actually really like that. I'm not here trying to, get like 1 million subscribers overnight. Like, that's not my MO. I want to establish very firm roots. I want to really take the time to watch, to grow as an individual, and to let my business grow, and to let my channel grow, and to let my community grow, because I'm very much about community. I want a strong foundation. I want to start strong and just keep building strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just like here to get 1 million subscribers and then that's it, and then like I fly away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so that's just kind of like a little brief bio on me. I did pre-shuffle the decks. I'm using the Spirit Animal Oracle. I'm going to pull 2 Oracle cards from here, and then I'm using the Murder of Crows Tarot. I have 2 of my cards from my Astro Soul deck to get the reading started, because we are going to be focusing on the lunar eclipse. So you can't really see that much, but this card says Lunar Eclipse, and it says releasing the past, breakthrough, pushing limitations, and healing. And then I have my Sagittarius constellation. So the full moon, the lunar eclipse is going to be in Sagittarius, and this is going to be very powerful. This is a very rare lunar eclipse because it is a full eclipse, not partial or anything like that. It's full. And lunar eclipses are all about just like, oh my God, like all that heavy stuff. It's a very intense, deep kind of releasing of energy that has just kind of been sitting there, that's holding us back. And with it being in Sagittarius, this is very much about, oh my God, just like old structures that have been built and instilled within us that just are not doing it for us. They are just not serving us. They are not, these structures are just not like, it's too much pressure, it's too much stress, it feels like this huge burden, this huge weight, and it just keeps pushing us down instead of releasing it so we can go up and we can expand and we can like be open to new things, okay? So this lunar eclipse is going to be about releasing and letting go. So that is the theme for this video for you guys, what it is that you need to release and let go of, okay? So So that's what we're going to start with, Aquarius. So yeah, the decks are pre-shuffled, but I do like to give it a good shuffle while I'm recording so we can get that message through, very particularly, very specific message. All right, Aquarius, so let's get into this. What does Aquarius need to release and let go of for May? What does Aquarius need to release and let go of for the lunar eclipse? What does Aquarius need to release and let go of for the lunar eclipse? What does Aquarius need to release and let go of for the lunar eclipse? What does Aquarius need to release and let go of for the lunar eclipse? What does Aquarius need to release and let go of for the lunar eclipse? What does Aquarius need to release and let go of for the lunar eclipse? I've been a little fidgety all morning. It's been a bit of a hectic morning, so it's just goodness. Okay, what does Aquarius need to release and let go of? Ooh. For the lunar eclipse, what does Aquarius need to release and let go of? What does Aquarius need to release and let go for the lunar eclipse? What does Aquarius need to release and let go for the lunar eclipse? What does Aquarius need to release and let go for the lunar eclipse? What does Aquarius need to release and let go for the lunar eclipse? What does Aquarius need to release and let go for the lunar eclipse? What does Aquarius need to release and let go? All right. All right, Aquarius, let's take a look here. We have Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. Okay. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. I was like thinking about this and then the yawn like really needed to come out. I need to go buy myself a Red Bull. I used to drink Red Bull a lot when I had my other job because it was very, very, like there was just a lot of pressure. And I'm like, I can't keep drinking Red Bull. This is horrible. And now I buy it like every once in a while. Okay, so pretty much within my reflection, the first thing that came to me was that I feel like you want to control things that are within the big picture. You tend to focus more on the things that you can't control than the things you can't control, and you got to let go of that. Okay, it's time to kind of drop the ball on that because you need to like understand and realize that by controlling the small things, by doing the small things, you are already making big impacts. It's like, I mean, it kind of goes to that cliche statement of like the butterfly effect, you know, like if you light a match, I don't know, if you light a match in Chicago, a village will burn in Moscow, whatever, okay? You kind of get the idea there. You need to understand how significant you are. Look at this little mousey. You need to understand how significant you really are. I almost feel like an insect would be a better example, but no, this works too. Tend to the small things. So you keep looking at this like bigger picture, and I feel like it's time to drop. It's time to release your desire to control the bigger picture, the bigger outcome. Don't go based off of the bigger picture. Go based off of the moment of day-to-day changes and day-to-day differences that you can make. How can you make a difference in the day-to-day? How can you control things in the day-to-day? This is what you need to be focusing on. and stop thinking about the bigger picture, because you cannot control the bigger picture. You control the bigger picture by controlling the smaller things that are within your immediate surroundings. Okay. Okay. We have Three of Pentacles, Mars and Capricorn. Okay. I got the feeling of working with others and to focus on your immediate environment and how you can change things within your immediate environment, and people will take notice to you. So that big picture image that you are trying so hard to control, that will come when you become focused on you and what you're doing within your immediate surroundings, and naturally energy will become magnetized to you that is occurring in the bigger picture in your surroundings, and people will take notice to it. Nine of Swords is Mars in Gemini, so we have another Mars card. So there is a passion. There is a very, very strong passion. There are things that you worry about. There are things that you think about a lot, maybe even keep you up at night sometimes. There's probably more things that you wish you can tend to, you wish you can control, that you just can't. And this like reality kind of gives you some anxiety. It gives you some stress, okay? Causes you to overthink. Maybe leads to a bit of depression too. And that's normal. That's normal. Six of Cups, Sun in Scorpio. Interesting. It can definitely help to reconcile. It can definitely help to like rekindle with some old friendships. Or you need to let go of some old friendships. There could be some people in your life already that carry a very specific kind of energy in your life. I don't know if you're growing. Like maybe these are people that you've known for a long time and you have developed and you have maintained this friendship and you have developed. But it's very possible that you're not growing from them anymore. It's very possible that you have relationships in your life that you are just not growing from. And this could be contributing to your depression. This could be contributing to your anxiety and your desire to want to change things on a bigger level. Because the people that are in your surroundings, the people that you are surrounding yourself with, are not really feeding your drive to do bigger things. So it's like, even by you focusing on the small things and focusing on these day-to-day things and making those efforts within your immediate surroundings, perhaps you don't see the other people in your immediate surroundings that are within your smaller circle trying to make a difference within themselves. And then that is maybe causing some depression and anxiety within you, because it's like, even my smaller efforts are not really turning into what I want them to be. So this could be your lesson here, Aquarius, as far as releasing and letting go. Because once you start expecting people to change, and you start expecting things from others because you are giving to others, that can become a problem. So tend to the small things can also have a lot to do with tending to yourself. It's time to tend to yourself. and your own expectations and your own illusions and visions and what it is you really want from life. What is it that you really want from life? What is it that you really want from yourself? As opposed to looking at what you want from others. Eagle spirit. Spirit has your back. Okay. Okay, so moving into how we can, start taking the necessary steps to start releasing this. So, know that the spiritual realm sees you. They do see you. Your efforts are not unnoticed. Your efforts are not in vain. Your efforts are not covered in blankets, they are being noticed. There is a greater pattern that is at work. And it's just saying, like, just keep narrowing in. Keep narrowing in on those smaller details of your own personality and how you identify as an individual. And what really makes you feel like you are the individual you are, and you are the individual you want to be. And they're looking after you. They got your back. We have the Tower card. First major arcana to appear. Big transformations. A breakdown of an old belief system, old reality. The Justice card. Another major arcana, Libra. We got Mars, more of that Mars energy. We got Libra energy. And then we have the Five of Cups, more Mars and Scorpio. Sorry. It's been a wild morning. It's going to bring better balance into your life. This shift. So this lunar eclipse is going to bring some shifts for you. Some mental shifts, some spiritual shifts, okay? It's going to shift you in the direction of justice. Justice for yourself. Balance and harmony. Okay. It's about establishing balance within yourself. Not just wanting to create balance around you, but for yourself too. I mean, the fact that the Justice card came out as a major arcana right after a Tower card, it kind of wants you to break down this old structure so you can see so when you do look at the bigger picture, you can start to understand how that bigger picture works in reference to as above, so below, in reference to the deeper you go within yourself, the clearer the bigger picture becomes, because it's like what you are trying to affect on a bigger picture level perhaps is not rooted correctly within you. I hope that makes sense. Like, you need to know the deeper parts of you and who you are in order for it to create substantial roots so it can expand and grow into this bigger picture kind of energy. The only other way that I can kind of explain this in a visual way is, so just recently I kind of started to get involved in like planting and gardening, even though I live in an apartment. And I've been watching like a lot of YouTube videos, and basically they say that the stronger the root system is, like you want the root system. Okay, so we started off this reading with basically like you're this beautiful plant. You're this beautiful, you have leaves, or it's like you have your stem, you have your structure above soil, you have your leaves, and you look beautiful. But when you dig under the soil, the root system is not completely established. It's not firm. It's not strong. So it's like you're looking at this bigger picture, but there are still some little burrowy things to attend to. So it's kind of like saying you need to have a stronger root system. And you can have this like super strong root system and have like a tiny little stem or like leaf. You know, you can always have this strong root system, and you can cut a plant. If you have a strong root system, somebody can come around and literally just like snip off this beautiful plant at the stem, but because it has a strong root system, it'll just grow into an even more beautiful plant. So when you have a strong root system, it doesn't matter who comes along and chops your head up. It doesn't matter who comes around and tries to, like, you know, dismantle you and knock you around and be like, oh, you know, because you have that firm root system that they can't even see because it's underground. It's rooted. It's deep. It's deep. And no matter what they do, you'll still grow. You'll still grow. Okay? So I hope that's making sense, because that is the best way for me to explain it in a visual sense. So it's just about knowing your values. It's about knowing what you stand for, what your beliefs, and the Tower is going to completely make you re-understand. It's going to make you look at it again and again and again until you get it, until it's like firm. Okay, and justice, yeah, it's about night and day and black and white and as above, so below. And people think of justice as like the scales that balance horizontally, but balance and harmony is also vertical. It's also about the tree of life, right? The roots and then the branches. It is about as above, so below. It is about what's underneath the earth as well as what's in the sky. When we study astrology, that's studying the sky, but there's also, earth is also our biggest lesson. So it's about establishing your roots, you know, much firmer into the ground. And letting go of this like idealized vision, letting go of like needing to control some ideal, some reality that is just like a matrix, or some reality that's just kind of like fabricated. It's time to like plant your roots deeper. So tend to the small things. Tend to the small things. This is part of those small things. This 5 of Cups energy, Mars and Scorpio. I mean, it's not going to be easy, you know. These self-fulfilling journeys are never easy. They're not easy. There's going to be disappointments, there's going to be sadness, there's going to be like, I kind of want to pull another card because Ten of Swords. Yeah. There's some kind of ending happening here. Okay, you're going to see the light. There's a very deeper kind of ending. This could definitely be like disappointment in yourself. Like you feel like they, you know, you feel like your insides have just been exposed. You know, you're just right there for the picking. Your insides have been exposed. Your heart. Sun in Gemini. You know, I think you have some pain. I think you have some deep-rooted pain that you need to release. And it's really time to understand yourself better. It's really time to start being honest. Aquarius, it's time for you to start being honest with yourself, for you to really confront these inner wounds. You got some deep wounds and some pain in your heart and some like, you got some shit in you, man. You got some shit in you, and you have experienced loss. You've experienced disappointment. You've experienced heartache and just like pain and suffering, and you've been through this shit, and it's time to just like let go. It's time to just like sink into it and just like let it carry you down, 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 down. Let it carry you down so that you can rise back up 10 million times more beautiful and stronger than ever. Remember, the further your roots are in the ground, the deeper they are, the more beautiful your plant is going to be. All right, Aquarius, this is your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope it helped. I hope you were able to get something useful out of this. Let me know in the comments. Please like if you liked the video. Please subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. And I'll see you next time. Bye.